Misses with a curveball that made him move his feet. Digging in for his second at bat, Billy Burns. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Billy Burns is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Marwin Gonzalez.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Foul tip held on to behind the plate at strike two. And he got him.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Hard to beat that. And beyond that, he has to feel good about the way the curveball is coming out of his hand. That was a nasty looking pitch.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Garrett Dunham. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Everybody knows he's got that fastball that gets up at 100 miles an hour. He just have to be ready to swing.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show. Here's Melky Cabrera. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Leaps and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistimed that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
So here is Avisail Garcia, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Tyler Saladino. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 0-1 pitch on its way. Left side. Iglesias gets down to make the play. Not in time. Impressive play. Can't quite get him. And now the potential tying run is aboard. Striding in once again, Carlos Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Carlos Sanchez.
The below the knees. 1 ball, no strikes.
Tying run at first base, he's got to make sure that a ball in the gap, he scores. He's got to get a great jump. And one way to do it, as soon as you see that ball through the zone and you see the swing and it makes contact, you just got to get flying.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. White Sox leave. Kevin Smith will be next. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Dyson's there.
I got it.
Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in that category at this stage of the season. Lofted in the air out toward right center.
You go.
Settling under it is Kemp as he tucks this one away for out number 2. Digging in once again, Billy Burns. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Swinging a looper to left. Upton over to his left, and the inning is over. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 7th inning coming up. Tigers are out in front, 1-0. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
First baseman, Marwin
into the windup and the
Gonzalez.
pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-1. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
And a curveball that time that broke too low. Heading out towards shallow right. On the move is Kemp. He can't get to it. That's a leadoff single. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Well, they're starting to run out of time late in the game. That's a big leadoff hit. I know they're down 1, but that starts the rally. Let's see how they manufacture the rest of this inning.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Garrett Dunham is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there. And now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch. And it's really working out for him.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th. And with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Here's Melky Cabrera, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
53.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, you need a strikeout right here.
He pops up the changeup, heading out towards shallow right. And Lowry will put this away for out number 2. So here is Avisail Garcia. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Right there, Matt. You know, they get the leadoff man on, and they haven't been able to advance him. That's why they're not scoring runs. You got to hit and run still. Do something to get that runner moving. Get aggressive.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A wave and a miss.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only one strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard. I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand.
And his game of hide and seek ends as he's tagged out to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Tigers lead it 1-0. And here's Tyler Saladino. A hit in 2 tries so far.
The shortstop, Tyler Saladino.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1.
I've been so impressed how he's got ahead of hitters. He's been over 80% in the game right now. First pitch strike to hitters. When you do that, you're going to have good success.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now.
There's the first here.
The 2-1 on its way. Just a bit low. Ball 3. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. No home runs as of yet, and with just the lone RBI. And here's a ball hit in the air. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. Tim Anderson will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 7, Tim Anderson.
And he takes ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 10 home runs and 44 RBIs. Now here's a swing, and yet another pop-up toward the left side of the diamond. Iglesias is there for it, and that retires the side. Down in order go the White. Stepping into the box, Jacoby Jones. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Jacoby Jones.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High pop-up.
You take it. You take it. I got it.
La Stella is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home ninth. Ready for another shot now. Billy Burns. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
We got one here. We got one.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Hey now, we got 2.
1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Tony Watson Takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Number 15 records his 14th winning decision of the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Ronaldo Lopez is settled with a loss after giving up only one.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.
Coverage now of Saturday Night Baseball as we welcome you to Target Field in Minneapolis. At the plate, George Castro. He is, of course, a guy to be wary of if he gets on base. His stolen base total leads the ball club. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Harold, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, and another thing, I mean, this is a really good team. We know that, right? I mean, they've already clinched the division. The question will be, how do you rest guys down the stretch to get ready for the playoffs? And that, to me, is more challenging maybe than the rest of the season on the calendar.
And a rather easy first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. How do they get back into the win column here, Harold?
Well, in this day and age when so many teams are relying on that long ball to win games for them, this isn't one of those clubs, really. They're in the bottom third in the league in home runs, so they're going to put the ball in play. They're going to try to manufacture runs. They can run into one every now and then, but that's not the key part of their offense.
Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matt, Bullard's got a pretty fair strike zone all around. He'll miss a call here and there on the black, but what umpire doesn't?
1 out now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
That misses. 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Now another 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. And he got him.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Third.
Here's Miguel Sano. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Hey, we got 2 down now.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. Here's Byung-Ho Park. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
First baseman, Byung-Ho Park.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys don't mind taking the first pitch, and they even feel comfortable when they're down 0-1.
And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Hey, Matt, I like the cold weather strategy. You're probably saying, what's that, Harold? Well, the ball's up. He knows it's not going to carry on this cold night, so now you elevate out of the zone. You hope they swing at it and get some cheap pop-ups.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat.
Batting fifth.
The average for him entering play, not far north of 200.
Kepler.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And there's out number 2. So stepping in, Marshall Nigri. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. And this is popped up back behind second, and Iglesias will put the squeeze on this one to retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Striding in, Eduardo Escobar. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Eduardo
First delivery to him on the way. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Oh, that was a nice pitch, a changeup, first pitch. Hitter was aggressive, swung right through it. That's how you get that first pitch strike, by throwing a changeup if you have an aggressive hitter.
The windup and the 0-1. And this is heading for the seats and out of play to the left. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That was a good changeup right there. It just missed. But an even better take for him to lay off it because it had the great movement, and he laid off it even with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Batting 8th, catcher.
Standing in now, Chris Jimenez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
To 2-2 now.
Boy, that pitch looks so good when you're hitting, but you're not going to catch up to it. I think pitchers should use that more often. The high fastball in the eyes, they will never catch up to it.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He's falling behind right now after that swing right there. Now he's 0-2. And 0-2, choke up a little bit and try to put the ball in play. You just got to be in.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Digging in to try it again, George Castro. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
0-1, here's the pitch. The curveball that catches the inside corner.
That's pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
Here's another 0-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Miguel Sano comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Started that swing a bit too early.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Hard on the ground towards short. Iglesias is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Byung-Ho Park. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Max Kepler is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Boy, that was filthy right there. That was a great indicator of how well he's throwing the ball. He's going nice in the game, but that pitch was filthy.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Marshall Negri stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Gloved by Lowry. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Set down. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The shortstop, Eduardo Escobar.
Into the windup and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Dyson's there.
Ball.
1 down. Ready for another chance? Chris Jimenez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Chris Jimenez.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Linder is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Evan Hillman comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They trail here 4-0. Standing in, George Castro. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
George Castro.
And that misses for ball one.
We got no one.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Chopped at the plate. And he's retired one away. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th. And with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in that category at this stage of the season. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
Eddie
Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. The 0-1. And he just misses with a curveball.
One out.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now. Ready for another shot now. Miguel Sano. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Hit in the air out to center field. Dyson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Ready once again. Byung-Ho Park. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. First delivery to him on the way. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tap down the line. Foul ball, strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
So we got him swinging. Byung-Ho Park is retired, leading off the bottom of the 8th. A little bouncer, but it's foul, strike 1. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Iglesias now at short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Hey, we're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Settling in now, Marshall Negri. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss.
Well, they haven't had a real good game plan. That's a lot of balls they're swinging at out of the zone, helping him out. And there's a sign of another one out of the zone, helping the pitcher out. Got to know your zone. You want to have a chance.
Come on now.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Chopped weakly to the left. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. The shot there of St. Paul, Minnesota, just down I-94 from where we are. Digging in once again, Eduardo Escobar. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. The 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Eduardo Escobar is sent packing for the first out in the bottom of the 9th. Chris Jimenez is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. It seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Strike three. So now he's 1 out away from perfection. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
That pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it. I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Swing, and he pops him up. This should do it. Iglesias is there, makes the catch, and he's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, there's absolutely no debate as far as I'm concerned.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.
Friday Night Baseball on the show, and we come your way from the Motor City of Detroit, Michigan. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the San Francisco Giants and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it's coming up next. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Stepping up to the plate, Eduardo Nunez, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one.
Hey, nobody away.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Herald these Tigers as they begin play here tonight. They're coming off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well, winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Well, Matt, and another.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Thing. I mean, this is a really good team. We know that, right? I mean, they've already clinched the division. The question will be, how do you rest guys down the stretch to get ready for the playoffs? And that, to me, is more challenging maybe than the rest of the season on the calendar.
On the ground up the middle, and he's set down, 1 away. Here's Cameron Maybin now. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play.
Cameron Maybin.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. The windup and the 0-1. Looks at a curveball called for a strike. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Simmons has a strike zone that can benefit both pitchers and hitters. It just depends on where in that zone the pitch is located. Sometimes that leads to both sides being totally happy, and sometimes both get frustrated.
Brandon Belt is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. The Tigers coming up, no score. Digging in, Jarrett Parker, arguably one of the hotter hitters in the league right now.
Jarrett Parker.
Hey, here we go.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Let's take a look at the Tigers defense, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking down there at Miguel Cabrera. Can you believe this guy was a shortstop when he broke in? Yeah, skinny 20-year-old playing shortstop for the Marlins. He's moved around the diamond now, playing on the corners a lot. But obviously the big fella, he's such a great hitter. He's one of the best hitters in the game. That's why you want him in the game. But he doesn't hurt you on the defensive side either.
Fouled straight back.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Striding into the box, Buster Posey. The average on the season sits right at 290 to begin the day. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Right now, fellas.
Sent on the ground out to second. Dozier has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready now, Joe Panik. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one.
Joe Panik.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Kemp ranging back. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And with 1 away, time for a quick check of the standings, and it'll show you that these guys had the division race all sewn up as they look forward to baseball in October. So stepping in, Denard Span. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Well, he is working fast, and he wants that quick inning, just throwing a lot of strikes. Right now, 0-1. Again, I think he comes right after him and makes him swing the bat.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Iglesias onto the grass, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in the switch hitter, Glenn Casado. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Scorch to third. LaStella has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Nunez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Eduardo
in there, 0-1.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
Now he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike 2.
Well, that was an awful late swing on a curveball. One of 2 things. He either didn't pick it up, or he was sitting curveball and had his mind made up that he was going to swing, and the break broke before he expected it.
Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball.
Hey, here we go.
The 0-2 once more. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Hey, 0-2 pitch in the dirt. I think that was a purpose pitch. These guys are swinging at just about everything, so he's going to take a chance to see if they'll chase one even further out of the zone.
Ready on 1-2. Hit out towards second. There is Dozier. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Cameron Maybin.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for this.
Now a throw over to first, but the runner's back easily.
It's turn two here.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Go out there, huh?
From the stretch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, there's that classic strikeout pitch. The changeup down just didn't get him to go after it.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Brandon Belt.
One out now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one.
Hey, come on, now.
And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now. 0-2. 0-2. Here it is. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out. Digging in to try it again. Jarrett Parker comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, they have been really aggressive swinging early in the count, early in this game, and that's twofold. You're either not going to get a high pitch count from the pitcher, which could go against you, or you're going to knock him out. We're coming right after you and being aggressive. Right now, I think they're just being aggressive. That's so difficult to hit.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Giants leave one. They trail it here 3-0. Digging in for his second at bat, Brandon Crawford. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Brandon Crawford.
Ain't nobody out now.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
That's a ball.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. The chance here for Dozier at second. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in that category at this stage of the season. Here's a fastball chop fouled at the plate. It's strike 1. To third. There is La Stella. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning. I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. Mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Again, he sends it out of play. Another 0-2 home. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Softly hit toward the hole. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, there's a one-out infield single. You know what? You can start a lot of rallies with one out. He was hustling down the line. If you're pitching, you think, golly, that was so unlucky.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Now, Matt, that was a fastball. He had to have made up his mind that he's going to swing as soon as he releases it. That wasn't even a breaking pitch, and he was hacking.
Kemp is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Upton's under it. And the inning is over. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Brandon Belt.
In there for strike one, 0-1.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
The windup and the 0-1. Way out in front.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good way worse.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready for another shot now, Jarrett Parker.
Batting,
he's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this
Jarrett
one.
Parker.
And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1.
Hey, we got one here, guys.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of, a swing and a miss. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Brandon Crawford is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
Hey, got 2 here.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Now another 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Giants. Here's Buster Posey now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Joe Panik is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
And that swung on and fouled straight back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Iglesias into shallow left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Giants down in order. They trail it here. Ready for another chance. Glenn Casado. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. And another foul ball.
They strike this guy out. Get himself.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. La Stella is over, and he puts it away for the first out. Striding in once again, Eduardo Nunez. He flew out in his last at-bat. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. This one's flared toward left center. Calling for it. Upton. 2 gone. Here's Cameron Maybin now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
He's putting together a nice outing so far. It always helps when you get ahead in the count.
Hey, we got 2.
0-1. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Down to the final out, you get an infield single. Anything to cling on to a little bit of life. Let's see if this sparks the rally.
First baseman, number 9.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Brandon Belt is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
San Francisco, good night.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
A 5-0 finish tonight. The Tigers get their 100th victory of the season, best in the division. Not a surprise. Number 15 records win number 16 on the season, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. A.J. Schugel takes his 17th loss of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan, please.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up. After a hard end to a good season, a manager shares some final reflections with his team. A check-in call from a representative. New to the majors, this player is offered schooling on the structure of his contract. The agent moves on from that topic. All eyes and ears turn to the skipper as he addresses his team at the outset of a new season's journey.
Number 15 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 15.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Ramirez. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. La Stella is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. 1 left for the Tribe, but they're in front 4-0. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Kepler.
Into the windup and the pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
No outs here, fellas.
Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Everybody knows he's got that fastball up in the hundreds. Man, you just got to get yourself ready to let it fly. Get your hands through the zone as quick as you can.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And he got him. Digging in and looking for more, Michael McHenry. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And here's a cut fastball to start things out as it's chopped foul at the plate. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Got him. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Couple of walks for him thus far. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
Come on, guys.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Now the pitch. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. 4 runs, 9 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he will knock this ball down. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for. So here's Francisco Lindor now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Lindor.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
All right, come on now.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Oh, he got the big fella out front on that one. This guy's got a lot of power, so he pulled the string on him, knowing if he got a 3-1 fastball, we're probably going to watch him jog around the bases.
La Stella is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now, Corey Dickerson. He went down on strikes last time up. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1.
Well, he got him to chase a fastball right there off the plate. He's such a good hitter. You don't see him chase out of the zone very often. That just tells me the pitcher's got pretty good stuff.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him back.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Indians digging in once again. Edgar Rodriguez. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hicks is after it. Makes the play, 1 away. Ready once again, Jose Ramirez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Circle change, too low, ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple. Striding in once again, Max Kepler. He enters this at-bat, 1 for 2 with a walk. And this is low, ball 1.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Hey, we got one here, guys.
Ready on 1-2. This is in the air out to left field. Upton's under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. So add one more on the sac fly, as that'll make this a 5-1 game. Striding in, Michael McHenry. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Pitch on the way. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. La Stella is camped under this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. So coming to the plate, Tyler Naquin. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard. Here's the first pitch to him. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. A runner at first with no outs here. Bounce slowly back toward the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Digging in to try it again, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. And this is on the outside corner for strike one.
One down, one down.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he just misses with a curveball.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And the runner from second is in to score. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple. So striding forward now, Corey Dickerson. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now 7-1.
Boy, he had that runner on third base. He'd do anything you can to drive him in right there. Nice grounder. He's going to pick up the run.
Carlos Santana is at the plate as he looks at ball one.
Matt, I just think he's pitching scared. Look, he's getting hit a little bit, and now he's falling behind another hitter. Challenge somebody.
And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch. And this is fouled straight back. Runner at second here with one man out.
We got one out here.
Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Hey, force at one here.
Here comes the payoff pitch. This is line to left. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. Ready for another chance? Edgar Rodriguez. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit high.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Oh, I know he'd like to see that pitch again. Just out in front of it. Just wasn't able to keep it fair, but he saw it pretty good.
Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
7-1 the final today. Carlos Carrasco earns his first win of the season, permitting only 1 hit in 6 complete innings. Johnny Garlobo takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year.